Have you heard the expression, don't leave money on the table? Have you heard that expression? That particular expression, don't leave money on the table, can transcend across all industries. A lot of industries can use that saying because it pertains to don't leave your monies on the table. Means that you want to take advantage of everything that you have. And today we are going to discuss making sure you're maximizing your 401k with your employer sponsored 401k. So you want to make sure you're maximizing that. And that expression is don't leave money on the table is really an expression to let you know that you have a lot to take advantage of when it comes to your employer-sponsored 401k plan, right? So let's talk about it. My name is Ann, and welcome to Just Sharing. This is a platform where we discuss finance and health wellness, and today we're going to be on the financial side discussing and continuing the discussion about 401ks, employer sponsored 401ks. I can't talk today. And I also have a blog where I wrote an article, and its title is Your 401k Plan Missing Out on Your Money? Find out how to maximize your employer-sponsored 401k. So you could go to my website, www.annwellnesstalks.com, and you can check that out and read the full article there. But we'll deep dive here, just a small deep dive in the shadow pool. We'll deep dive just discussing how you could definitely take advantage of your 401k and making sure you're not leaving any money on the table. Well, one of the things I do want to say is that this year, with the tax different tax changes that are taking place for 2025 with the 401k, one of the things that I really like is that you're going to be automatically enrolled. So there's no excuse. You'll be automatically enrolled. So it's imperative that you take advantage of that. A lot of people and the employees know that they have it. A lot of employees are using it, but they're not using it to their maximum or how they can use it to make sure it benefits them to their best. So in my article, I explain how when you're planning for retirement, the first thing alone, if you have an employer that has an employee-sponsored 401k plan, it's a game changer. It really is, and you could definitely take advantage of it by participating. And this year, you're automatically participating. If you're new to the company, you're automatically going to be enrolled based on their guidelines. So that makes it truly exciting. And so let's take a look here at why not leaving any money on the table with your 401k sponsored plan can definitely benefit you. Let's talk about it here, right? So I am taking a look at my article, and I just want to touch bases on the employer match, because that is truly what is meant by don't leave any monies on the table. Is really speaking towards that employer match. So, and what I mean by that is your employer will match a portion of your monies that you contribute to your 401k. And what I mean by this, let me explain, right? So, employer matching is definitely a crucial aspect of the 401k plan. This means that for every dollar you contribute, your employer may match part of it, right? So, essentially, your employer is providing you with free money for your retirement. And that is what is meant by don't leave any monies on the table, right? And to give you an example of that, so for example, if your employer matches 50% of your contributions up to 6% of your salary, and you're contributing at least 6%, that is crucial for you to contribute at least 6%, right? So if you're doing that and you're earning, let's say like 60,000 a year, then putting away 6% means that 3,600 from you, with your employer adding 1,800, that's an additional 1,800 annually that you would have if you didn't fully participate. So that is what is meant by don't leave that money on the table, because each employer will match based on their guidelines that they set forth for their company, and employees can find that through their summary plan description. So each employer is different. They may have different stair levels of matching. But one of the things you do want to do if you're matching at like a 2%, a 1%, a 3%, you definitely want to increase that, right? So basically, there are 401k calculators. I know that they have them on Fidelity, and I'm sure Vanguard has it as well. And if you want to increase your contributions, it's a contribution calculator. There you go, contribution calculator. So if you want to increase that and you want to see like, hey, I'm contributing at 3% or 4% right now, I want to see what it's going to be when I contribute at 6%. How much will be taken out of your payroll biweekly, or however you're paid. So that calculator will show you what you will have to pay to get to that at that 6%. And you may say, well, I can't afford to have that come out of my paycheck, but you cannot afford to have it come out. And so I would say find different ways to save money with other things, so that you can have that monies that you're not leaving on the table, so that you can have that money. So you can find nifty ways like not eating out for lunch, sacrificing, not getting different goodies, or holding off on different things. I'll say it that way. And so if you do that, that will enable you to have more monies there for contributing to your 401k. Another thing we want to look at that goes towards that I spoke about in my article, it's the power of compound interest. There you go, the compound interest. So contributing to your 401k, it can harness the power of the compound interest. And so that's important. And what that means is that, like, over time, you earn interest on both your original contributions and the interest that accumulates. I'll say it that way, that accumulates. And the earlier and the more consistently you save, the more substantial the growth can be. So, to give you an example, for instance, contributing $100 a month for 30 years at a 7% average annual return could result in nearly $100,000 by retirement. And so that just illustrates how even a small amount of money could grow significantly over time, right? And so it's so important that you keep up on your 401k for your employer. Make sure that you're looking at it like monthly, if you want to look at it monthly. Most 401k plans, you can get like a physical financial advisor that can help you, a person, or sometimes you could get a robo advisor, which is it's like I don't want to say like an AI advisor, but they have robo advisors that can do it for you, but you have to fill out some information personally as to like how much you're saving, what you have, what you make, and then the computer kind of does it based on your personal investment. Are you a risk taker? Are you conservative? So they'll ask you all of those questions, and that might be a better way for you to go. Everybody's different. And the last thing I wanted to talk about with the 401ks that I didn't mention in my other videos. So I've done 2 videos thus far on the financial side speaking towards 401k, and both of those are very specific towards different topics of the 401k. So when it comes to the employer sponsored 401k, there are a number of things that you could discuss towards that. So in one of my videos, I discussed the importance of contributing to a 401k. And in another one of my videos, I discussed what happens when you leave an employer, what happens to your money and how you can roll it over and those types of things. So make sure you guys watch those videos in my financial playlist. Check that out because that gives you more information. And each video that I do for the 401k, they're like a series, so they all kind of like work together there and they compound on each other. So when you watch one video, you'll learn something. When you watch the other video, you're going to learn something. And then when you watch this video, it'll be something in this one that are not in the other 2. So it benefits to watch the financial playlist. But lastly, the thing that I wanted to talk about with this article here is I wanted to speak on vesting, right? Vesting. So the importance of understanding your vesting schedule, right? So someone may say, well, what is vesting? And what does that mean? So vesting is knowing your employer's vesting schedule. It matches to the employer match, right? So say it has to deal with how long you've been with the company or how many years would it take for the money that the company is providing you through matching with the 401k. How long does it take before that money becomes, before you own it? So say for instance, some companies may have up to a 1 to 3 year match. They say whatever monies that the company is giving you in matching, you would have to be with the company for 3 years to have a full match. That's not the same at all companies. Every company is different. Some companies do it in tiers and percentages, but you really have to look at your employer, what they call the summary plan description, and I discussed that in another video, but I call it the Bible of your 401k plan for your employer, right? And so you want to make sure that you understand what your vesting schedule is. Because, say, if you're with the company and you've been with the company for like 2 years, however, they have a vesting schedule that, hey, if you leave the company before 3 years of when you're fully vested, then you cannot take any of that 401k money. So you have to know your vesting schedule, and you have to understand that, because it can help guide you in your career at your company. So yeah, so understanding that can determine um, when you own the money. I'll say it that way. So there you have it, guys. And this was a really good um, article for me to write, and I definitely wanted to do a video on it. I really enjoy putting it together. I'm really passionate about really telling people how to really take advantage of your employer sponsored 401k plans. And again, I previously worked at a brokerage firm, and I loved it, and I worked there for some years. And I helped a lot of people, and so I'm passionate about that. And I'm here to help you guys too. So um, make sure you go over to my blog and take a look at that article. Again, it's www.annwellnesstalks.com. Make sure you venture there. Also, here on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And check out my playlist for financial, and also my playlist for health wellness too. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. I'm dedicated to providing those financial talks, those health talks, um, and I'm trying to do a whole lot of other stuff too. So just stay tuned, and make sure on the website you sign up and subscribe and enter your email address, so that I could stay in touch with you and let you know what free things I have, or what topics are coming up. And just thank you for watching and subscribing. Take care. Bye.